Hey y'all, I just wanted to pop in here quick and show you some shortcuts for sequences that you can do on your calculator in case you get stuck. Okay, all right, so let's say that you are given a sequence and they want to know the next five terms or the first five terms or the 28th term or the 200th term, whatever it is they want to know. So let's say they give you the sequence. Can I write on this? Yeah, there we go. So let's say they give you this sequence. No, you guys can take notes or just pay attention. Whatever floats your boat. I just want to show you, like I said, some shortcuts. So let's say they give you this sequence and they say we want the first five terms. Well, normally you would have to do f of 1 equals 12 minus 3 times 1, f of 2 equals 12 minus 3 times 2, f of 3, so on and so forth, right? Okay, and you would keep going. Well, you can use your graphing calculator and you can do this really fast. So if you go on your graphing calculator, you go into y equals, you put the function. Now, obviously, I'm using an x instead of an n. Okay, then I hit graph. You can, oh, my window's really funny. So let's say I go to Zoom 6. Okay, so but that, I see the graph, no biggie. What I'm really interested in is the table. So in the table, why is this going all wonky? I don't know why it's pressing all those weird buttons. Okay, let's press second table. Why is it doing that, you guys? It's sitting table like 15 million times. Technology does not like me today. Why does it keep hitting graph, 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 graph? Now it keeps hitting clear 8 million times. What is going on? All right, I'm putting everything down. We're going to try this again. I'm hitting clear. Yes, clear that junk out. Okay, let's start again. Okay, y equals 12 minus 3x or negative 3x plus 12. It's in there. We want to look at the table. Second table. Perfect. Okay, now we got it. So the x is the number term and the y is the actual sequence. So the first term is 9, the second term is 6, the third term is 3, the fourth term is 0, the fifth term is negative 3. So if they wanted the first five terms, it's 9, 6, 3, 0, negative 3. If they want, let's say, I don't know, the 50th term, I can click down till I get to the 50th term, which is going to take me a while. Okay, or I can use this to check my work too. So the 50th term is negative 138. So that's one way that I can use my graphing calculator to help me with sequences. Another thing that I can do is, let's say that they give me a sequence. Let's say they've given me this sequence 5, 9, 13, 17. They want to know the formula and they want to know the next, I don't know, let's say 3 terms. So they want the formula and the next 3. Okay, so I have a couple options. I can first figure out if it's geometric or arithmetic. So it happens to be arithmetic, but even if I didn't know that, there's still a way around that. So let me show you what we would do. So we go back to our calculators, we go into stat, we go into edit. I'm going to clear out what is in this list. I'm going to clear out what is in this list. Okay, now I'm going to enter. The first term, it gave me 4 terms. So I have the first term, the second term, the third term, and the fourth term. So those are my term numbers. And now I'm going to enter the terms themselves. And the first term was 5, then 9, then 13, and then 17. Okay, now I already know that this is arithmetic, and arithmetic sequences are linear. So what I can do is I can do stat calculate linear regression. Yep, this one, this two. Calculate it. So now I know that the formula is 4x plus 1. Look at that r squared and that r. It's right on. I know that it's arithmetic. I know that this is the correct formula. Let's say I wasn't sure. Okay, I don't know if it's an arithmetic, it's a geometric, I have no idea. So this would be the arithmetic. I look at that r squared and that r. I know the other one, so that's super strong. But let's just, for argument's sake, pretend we don't know that it's arithmetic and we think it's geometric. Geometric sequences are exponential, so let's do an exponential regression. Okay, that would be my exponential. Pretty good, but not as strong as the linear. So I know that the linear is better and that sequence is actually linear. So if I go back now and I'm going to calculate the linear regression. Now, if I choose to store this in y, something's already in my y1. So I'm going to store this in y2. So that's the vars button, and then y vars, and then y2. So I'm going to store it in y2, and then I'm going to calculate it. I'm going to go back to my y equals. This was my old one. I'm going to get rid of that one. This is that new linear sequence or function I just put. If I want to know the next three, I'm going to go to the table, and they gave me 4 entries, so I need entry 5, 6, and 7. So 21, 25, 29. Or I use it to just check my work. Okay. Now, geometric is a little bit harder sometimes because the formula comes in a different format, but I'm going to show you how to work that as well. So let's go back and let's say that we are given a, let me move this up, that we are given a geometric sequence. So let's say our geometric sequence that they give us is 4, 12, 36, 108, and they want us to write the formula. Okay, if it's a short answer, I can write this formula in any form I want as long as it is mathematically correct. So I'm going to go back, whoopsie doopsies. I'm going to go back to my calculator and I'm going to go to my stat edit. I'm going to clear these guys out. Okay. Oh, I suppose I could have left that in. So 1, 2, 3, 4 terms again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. My first term is going to be 4. My second term is 12. My third term is 36. And my fourth term is 108. Okay, so now, like I said, I know it's geometric, so I'm going to calculate a geometric regression. Dinner will be here soon, honey. Sorry, my daughter's asking for her dinner. All right, so exponential regression. Okay, and if I want to know the next three, I could store this in here. I know my y1 is open, so I can store this in y1. Okay, calculate. All right, so there is my formula. 1.3 repeating times 3 raised to the x. Okay, not all that pretty, but accurate. And you can see that the coefficient of correlation and the coefficient of determination are both 1. So that I know that I'm looking pretty good. Again, if I'm not sure, I can calculate linear regression just to make sure that I know what I'm doing. Okay, again, if this is a Regents exam, which I know you guys aren't taking, but if we were, these are all the little tricks that I would be showing you of how you can kind of help yourself out. Restore that there. Okay, so you can see it's much lower. Obviously, it's not linear. Okay, so now if I go in here, this was the linear one up, and it actually did not store into Y2 because I had something in there. Maybe I don't know what I did. I put it in the wrong one. So I'm going to redo it, which when you're good at this only takes 2 seconds to redo. Let's store it into Y1 because I just cleared it out. And let's calculate. Okay, so there it is. Here it is in Y1, the whole shebango. If I wanted to see the next couple terms, they gave me 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So term 5, 6, 7. They want the 20th term. I just scroll. There's the 20th term. Notice it is written in scientific notation because it's exponential and it got really large. So let's say that that's your answer, right? So you do this work, you check it on your calculator, or you just do the whole thing on your calculator. You write down your answer, and you have 1.3 repeating times 3 to the x, right? And it's multiple choice. And you're looking at the choices A, B, C, D. You're like, what the heck? None of those match this. What do I do? Well, what you would do is you would look at what they did give you. So let's say they gave you this, okay? And you would go back to your graphing calculator, and you would go into y equals. That's the one we got when we did regression. You're going to put in all of the other formats they gave you. So right now, I'm going to put in the other format. Remember, x and n are the same thing. Okay, so I put in the other format, and then in Y2, I'd put in choice B, and I'd put in choice C, D, E, blah, 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 but I'm not going to do all the choices. Now watch what happens. When I go to graph, this is going to graph in blue. That's what regression my calculator gave me. This one, which was one of my multiple choice answers, is going to graph in red. So if I hit graph, there's my blue one. Oh my goodness, the red one graphed right over top of my blue one. Why did it do that? It did it because they are mathematically equivalent. So now when I go back to my multiple choice, I know, yep, that's the answer because I checked it on my calculator. The graphs were identical. Okay, you could also compare their tables. You can see the 14th term is the same in both of them. You could go back up. You see the 5th term is the same in both of them, so on and so forth. So those are just some quick little workarounds if you're not sure what you're doing, how you can use your graphing calculator to help you without even really knowing very much math. The calculator can really be a lifesaver. There are like probably 5 or 6 other ways you can do sequences in your calculator. You can use the solver equation, you can use sequence notation. I just find that this is the most straightforward at your age of what you can do. So that's it. That's all you have to do today. There's nothing for you to turn into me. There's nothing for you to do today other than watch this. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.